I know we've talked about that quite a bit. But what do you think this is? That is just this. I don't know what the heck that is. Frame by frame. And here it goes again. Whatever it is, it looks spooky. That's all I can tell you. Sheldon says that's creepy as all get out. Just use 3 or 4. Yeah, it does constantly shapeshift. That is no lie whatsoever. Now the other thing is I have worked with IR cameras and IR light sources on several different cameras. Mike, what's going on, brother?
Hey, how's it going, man?
It's cool.
How's everyone doing? Hey, would you like to see some of the images I filmed Saturday?
Sure.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and get this. Let me remove this. You go ahead and share your screen, and I'll pop them up.
Present.
Mike from Old Religion Dystopia 2 is his YouTube channel. I think it's the same name in TikTok as well.
Yeah, I don't do much on TikTok, but definitely if you guys show me some love over there and give me a sub. It's amazing. I can't even break 250. You know, before last year, they took down my channel on the 6th of January, the 2021, and I had 1,000 subs. Now I can't even get 300. I can't even get 200. It's amazing.
Are you using the same? Are you using the same email for your new channel, or no?
Same email?
Yeah, same email that they can identify you as the same person that they banned.
Yeah, although this time around I had to change it because after the freak lightning storm that I had that happened on July this year, I had to change that too because I couldn't access it. I use Yahoo. I should use a different one, but even that, it didn't matter because it's just it's been a struggle to get anyone to pay attention to what I'm doing. So that's fine. I knew this was going to happen because I was very vocal and open about what was going on the past couple of years. So
okay.
So, but anyways, so here is Saturday. I had this most amazing experience. So
where is this located?
This is 350 yards from where I'm sitting right now. Directly east.
Hey, let me give a shout out.
I'll give you another example of a peeper. And I don't want to hog all your time. I want other people to get in there. And this one, was it this one or was it this one?
Yeah,
oh, it's this.
Yeah.
I think it's.
It might have been that one.
So to bring it back, let's see what we got. I mean, I'm more than happy. Believe me, I'd be more than happy to prove I'm wrong about this stuff. Believe me.
I think it's that one right there. The one. Give me just a second, and I'll pop it up on the screen here. I think it's that particular one that you just had up on the thing.
Well, so it's only part of it. So it's only right here. It's about this section right here. See, I'm looking right here in the middle of the picture, and that's not. I'm not seeing that.
Okay.
Right section. Is that the same? It doesn't look like the same section, but that doesn't mean. I'm not saying you're wrong. That's for sure. There's to me, I see something here, but I'd be more than happy to be. Yep, I am wrong. But I can pretty confident that one that's close to that teepee structure, there's something going on there.
Okay, I've got that one. Give me just a second. That has been kind of cropped and brought forward. Give me just a second. We'll share that one out. Here we go. And bring this one out. So there you are. I don't know if that over pixelated or what.
Could be. Is that the same? Let's go back. Let me find the
That's
image.
That's the one with the TP.
Okay, I don't see that. I don't see anything like that. But that doesn't mean you're wrong and I'm right. Let's just see what's going on here.
More than a few sets of eyes on it. So
that's the one I'm talking about. Is that what you
make
got?
it a little bit bigger, if you don't mind? Yeah. Capture selection and pull this out.
And so to me, what I see is right here. There's the gray face, the eye, the nose, the mouth, and of course
I can see a brow ridge on that, and definitely sort of looks like a muzzle, perhaps.
Yeah, it's maybe Dogman more or Bigfoot Dogman type thing, entity.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't claiming I know exactly what it is because it's hiding.
No.
And it's kind of transparent as well as usual. And yeah, I wasn't going to go down. I couldn't go down there if I wanted to anyway. So I guess I could slide down there on my butt and crawl there.
All right.
And I don't know, what are the folks saying? What are they saying? Anything, or is it just my wishful thinking? Is this just my?
So it kind of looks like head and arms. Shell says appears to be stump or a trunk and branches, in my opinion. Bansheba says.
So, because this is like the half. Well, you know, it's very fair, except we would have to go back to here. We can see there. That's where it is. There's a TP structure.
All right.
So it can't be a stump because then you go further, and right there still is. And we go further, and there it is. So it's definitely not a stump. Because by the time we get over to there, we're now there's like the stream and all that. So yeah, there's an entity there in my book. So not the greatest, but not the worst. You know what I mean?
Right. Not exactly. Well, there's something there. I don't know what it is. You know, I'm in there. What do you guys and ladies in the chat think it is?
I don't know. It's just I told you once I started talking again that things were going to act up again, or get all active again. This my experience has been. Whatever, if I shut my mind down concerning this and stop and not focus on it,
yeah,
it seems to maybe dissipate. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe it never does at all. I just am not focusing on it. I start focusing on it, start finding stuff. I'm like,
all right. Here's my software for editing photos and stuff. Let's go ahead and bring this out a little bit. See if we can bring it. I don't know if you can see it.
I can see it. You're doing good. It looks good. You see the grayish part of the face and the blackness of the nostrils. You can see the eye. That would be the right eye of it. And then the fur is like translucent, gray, brown type of thing. Yeah, that's impressive. And you can see, yeah, just go back to that because that demonstrates there's actually something there that's yeah, it's almost like it's spirit, huh? Or energies, like electric, or
It looks like there's something there. You can see in the negative that there's
something there.
What it is, I don't know. I have no clue what that is. Let's go to black and white, see if that brings out anything. Nah, that doesn't bring any detail out. Kind of mutes it. Let's see, HDR. Let's do HDR. Let's do the radius, and then we'll do the... Well, anyway, it's kind of fun looking at those pictures.
Something going on there for sure. I mean, that teepee structure. I mean, could there be teenagers who wasted all their energy and time and stripped all the branches off those larger branches and made a teepee and turned it all? Hey, there's always that possibility, right? But why?
Oh yeah.
And from my experience, you know, and my personal experience, and numerous other people I know that are doing this, or some sort of research, they're finding the same types of structures and deep in the woods. And some of these structures are, you know, you go out west in Colorado, Bigfoot, and I mean, they're massive. I mean, they're 3 times the size, 4 times the size. I don't see. I have to be a lot of effort and energy to do that if it was a kid or two, you know what I mean, or a couple of kids. That's saying you don't have that energy. And I used to make tree forts and all that kind of stuff too. But
well, a lot of them are sitting in front of their PlayStation 5s or their iPhones or whatever, playing who knows what.
Yeah.
But Lisa Ray wants to know, where's the rest of it?
Well, it's always that way, isn't it? It's always, not always that way. And many times you can get a better image, but so many times, this is one of the reasons people call them, tree peepers or peekers, or tree boogers, tree apes, is because what would be the advantage? Now, I'm not saying that people haven't faked stuff. People are faking stuff all the time, but because of this video, the Patterson film, and that I was going to go out myself and prove that it was a government psyop, I couldn't do it when I was honest about it. And it's really easy to react or to just follow other people's. Don't believe what I'm saying. Go out yourself and find out the best resources you can about that. And you put the pieces together the best you can. You're going to probably come around with the same conclusion that I have, that Shawn has, and a lot of other people who've seriously looked into it. And by the way, is it so bad to find out you're wrong about something and correct yourself? You know what I mean? I mean, it's nice to actually find out some truth in a world full of lies to begin with, Gosh, it's so hard, It's a lot of work. So, anyways, thank you for letting me come on. I'm not going to be, I hope to do another show with you in the future here, but, I'm not going to be like harassing you, my friend, and every time you're but this is what's happening, and I think it'd be timely to share some of what I'm going through, you know what I mean, and let other people know that there's something really is happening in this world, in our woods, in our communities, and this stuff is not being talked about. Very little has been talked about, you know what I mean? It's
if the mainstream media takes a hold of, they are always presenting it as tongue-in-cheek. You won't believe this kind of thing, and laughing before they even, make a statement about it. So,
yeah, it's you guys ask yourself the question: why are they doing it? Why? Propaganda is real, and social engineering is real. And all of us have fallen victim to it. And it's something that we all have to embrace and accept and try to break away from it as best as possible. And that requires that individually we're all going to have to do a lot of our own research on whatever topic. You're gonna have to really get into it. You know what I mean? You can't reading a book or watching a few videos it really doesn't qualify as research, does it, Shawn? It takes a little more than that. You know what I mean? It really does. I mean, I'm not being disrespectful to anybody. I had to figure this out myself. You know what I mean?
Well, you got to jump into it and then, answer your own questions. It's all fine and dandy having somebody that you trust to hand you the answer, but what if the person that you trust, their answer is, based on, fake stuff, their own biased opinion? Well, if they woke up and said, I am not going to believe anything that anybody says about this particular subject, period. And that goes on all the freaking time. That cancel culture is basically what it is. Now, I don't begrudge anybody their opinion, whether they believe something's real or fake. That's your opinion. That's fantastic. God gave us free will to believe or disbelieve anything. I'm cool with that.
Yeah, we can't really force anybody else to see it our way one way or the other. So what we can do is encourage each other and to find out for yourself. Really, it's because then you might not be able to prove to everyone else what you know, but at least you know it. You know it, right. And there's no. And then it's almost like it's philosophical and religious, almost in nature, right? It gets to the point where beating the heck out of each other over things that.
Well, you get into the point where they, some people get it to where they take it on like it is a religion. How dare you disbelieve me, or how dare you, say, the opposite of what I just said? Then they get to their ruffles up, and what the heck are you going to do with that?
It's nothing, and it's funny. It's a funny experiment. Like you and I and Shelly were together a couple weeks ago when we were looking at some of my images, and how all three of us saw different things. Do you notice that? All of us saw different things, and it's such a reflection of the world that we live in. How we see different, we could all be in the same moment, having the same experience, and yet see it so differently. It's kind of like the classic thing about, you witnesses to a car accident. Everyone sees it different, from a different angle. And that's always going to be the case. So,
absolutely. Well, Mike, all right. There you go, Mike. Old Religion Dystopia. Appreciate him popping on there. And, I believe is one of the best examples of a Bigfoot in the wild. From the 60s, I have yet to find anything that convinces me. But, if like AJK and anyone else in the chat that thinks that it is fake, that's great. If you believe that, I don't hold it against you that you disagree with me or not, or agree with me. That's one of the things I've had a few arguments in the past about people disagree with me. I don't care. I don't care if you believe me or believe me or disbelieve me. But anyway, that being said, wow, thanks. Waiting for Beth to pop on. She's supposed to call in.